all of those problems that y'all spent the whole weekend doing. Question? Yeah. 23, you said? Okay. That's a good one to ask about. Now we're going to see how good at factoring I am. So 23, I have 2x squared plus x minus 15, 2x squared minus 11x minus 21 times 6x plus 9 divided by 2x minus 5 and 3x minus 21. All right, the biggest mistake that takes place with these kind of problems, people see 2x squared on top and bottom and they're like, sweet, they cancel. No, you can't do that. You have to factor them first. So I'm going to... What? Wait, what did I do? Oh, it's 11b. Oh, I have a different problem too. Cool. You know when I go to the wrong worksheet? Is this about the right one? You said 23, right? Is that the correct one? Okay, good. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm going to factor my denominators first. So this bottom is going to factor to x minus 4 and x plus 1. And this one's going to factor to x minus 4 and x minus 1. Do you feel comfortable with my factoring? So that means my common denominator is going to be x minus 4, x plus 1, and x minus 1. Okay, so their x minus 1 over here, I'm going to multiply over here. Make sure you FOIL the top. So it's going to give me, let's see, 3x squared minus 2x minus 3x minus 5x plus 2. And then this other one, I don't have an x plus 1, so I have to go x plus 1, x plus 1. Be careful about this. So I'm going to keep this in parentheses, and I'm going to go x squared plus 3x plus 2. Is that okay so far, my friends? And the reason I have the subtraction and then the parentheses is make sure you distribute the negative over the parentheses and then combine like terms. So I know what my denominator is, so I'm just going to focus on the top. And we're going to combine like terms. So 3x squareds combine. So that's going to be 2x squared. And then minus 8x. And the 2's cancel each other out. So this is going to factor to 2x, x minus 4. And then I'm going to put it back over the denominator I had. And I know that my head's in the way, so I'll move it up here in a second. Not my head, but the display. Everyone feel comfortable with that? Okay, the nice thing is x minus 4's, they cancel each other out. So I'm left with an answer of 2x over x plus 1 and x minus 1. And that's it. Anything else, my friends, from that page you'd like to take a look at? Okay. All right. So I have a packet of notes coming out to you. Please bring it back each day. There you go. There you go. My friend. And also my friend. And also my friend. And not my friend. And also my friend. Friends all around. Getting goodies from me. Oh, here's that one packet of notes this year, Gabe. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, buddy. Did everybody get one? All right. So these, as we work them, are more like puzzles because they will break down to be relatively nice. It's just a matter of getting through the puzzle and recognizing what to do. So simplifying complex fractions. That just means we have fractions that are fractions upon fractions. Okay. So this first one's an algebra 1 type of problem. We might have taught you a way to clear the denominator where we could multiply everything by 6. So that would become 2x plus 3 equals 60. Subtract 3. I know you could have done that part in your head. And then divide each side by 2. So 57 halves is your answer. Seem okay? Will, am I in your way at all?
No, you're good.
What about these big old feet I just put up on this desk? Okay. Good to know. All right. Next problem. I have two different sides. If I multiplied each side by 8, that's going to give me 2 parentheses x plus 5. 8's cancel equals 3. You could distribute over or divide by 2. Both ways are going to get the same answer. So subtract 10. X equals negative 7 over 2. Welcome back to Algebra 1. Yeah? May I move on? Everyone good? Everybody kind of sort of in a small kind of way happy? Weren't y'all wishing it was a snow day today? Yeah, you know, I always look, man, you should see, there's teachers, they just lose it. Man, it's a snow day, my schedule says, it's like, dude, it's a day off, man. Teachers. I care too much about my kids. So do I. Sometimes a snow day is a really good thing to have. Okay, so this is the exact same concept that we were dealing with, clearing the denominator. So I have a denominator that's x, and I have a denominator that's 2. So if I multiply everything by 2x, what's going to happen on this problem is x cancels here, and I get 2 times 4, which is 8, plus the 2's cancel, so plus 5x. Here the x's cancel, so equals negative 22. Does my math make sense? Subtract 8. So I get negative 30. Divide by 5, so I get negative 6. Now the only thing I want to warn you about is you want to make sure that your answers continue to work. So if I plug negative 6 in, does it give me a 0 in the denominator on the original? No. Is there a square root sign that would make it a non-real number? No. So it's fine. Okay, so just kind of like think about these. If you start getting an answer, and normally if it's some sort of fractional answer, I wouldn't even worry about that. I said, dude, that's the answer, we're good. But sometimes a nice whole number might be one of those extraneous solutions that you have to watch out for. Okay? So again, this is just clearing the denominator. So we had an x, a 2, and an x, multiplied everything, all three of the terms by 2x, reduced where we did, and we went from there. May I move on? My phone texting friends. It's not texting, it's Instagram. Sorry. All right. So this is the only thing I kind of want to check your solutions. Just double check them. Make sure if you plug your solution back in, it doesn't give you some sort of undefined term. All right. So problem number 4, friends, what do you think I should multiply all three of my terms by? Could I do x minus 2? If I do x minus 2, those cancel. That gives me 5x equals 7 times x minus 2, which is 7x minus 14. Those cancel, plus 10. The only thing we have to kind of keep in mind right now is I had x minus 2 on bottom. So if my answer comes out to be 2, that can't be a solution. Does that make sense for me to say that? Okay, so that's supposed to be a 14. All right, so subtract 7x, so I get negative 2x over here. Combine our like terms, so I get negative 4 over here. X equals 2. Uh-oh. Did I do my math right? Because if I take that 2 and I plugged it in back into there, it divides by 0. So this has no solution. Okay, does that make sense? So the problem came out exactly what we didn't want it to be. If I were to do this problem and I wasn't sure, if you went into Desmos and you did y equals the left side and y equals the right side, you would find you have two graphs that don't cross each other. And that's what's happening on this problem. Okay? Problem number 5, realize that this factors to x minus 1 and x plus 1. So if I multiply everything by x minus 1, x plus 1, so x plus 1, x minus 1, x plus 1, x minus 1, x plus 1, x minus 1. All right, so x plus 1 cancels, so that gives me 4x plus 1 times x minus 1 equals, everything cancels here, so I just get 12. And then on this last part, I'm going to get, well, I know that this is x squared minus 1, so if I multiply it by 3, I'm going to get plus 3x squared minus 1. Now, in this particular problem, we don't want our solutions to come out to be positive 1 or negative 1, because that would make the denominator 0 someplace in the problem. So we're going to FOIL out the first one, so I'm going to get 4x squared minus 4x plus 1 is minus 3x minus 1 equals 12 plus 3x squared minus 3. I think my math is correct. Let's get everything on one side. So 3x squared, that's going to give me just x squared over here. 12 and 3, okay, so it's minus 3x. 12 and 3 is going to give me 9, so we're going to subtract 9. So I had to get that. And then we could factor that to x minus 5, x plus 2. So I know that x is equal to 5 and x is equal to negative 2. Neither of those answers are 1 or negative 1, so it's going to work. So we have two solutions. So again, on this problem, my friends, if we had graphed the left side on Desmos and the right side on Desmos, you would see that they would cross each other at the x values being 5 and negative 2. Okay? I don't care what the y values are because we don't have a y value in there. I'm giving you a subtle hint on how to pass the last capstone, in which do I have one person? You have to finish it, right? Did anyone else not do the capstone? We're good? So everyone's passed so far, and you're going to pass too. Sound like a deal? All right. All right. Ready? Move on. Hey, blank page. Okay, friends. Number 6, what should I multiply all three terms by? What do you think? And just know this, I cannot break this up. I have to keep that as is. Can I multiply everything by x and x minus and x plus 1? Okay, things to keep in mind. I can't have an answer to be 0, and I can't have an answer to be negative 1. Those are the big no-nos because we'd get 0 in the denominator. So x cancels out, so I get 3 and then x plus 1 minus 2 and x equals 4x plus 1. Distribute over on the first. Distribute on the right side. So that's going to give me x plus 3 equals 4x plus 4. Subtract x. Subtract 4. So x equals negative 1/3. Negative 1/3, if I plug it into any of my original denominators, still comes out a number, so I think I'm pretty happy with negative 1/3. Let's see, these are already factored. This factors to 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 3 because it's difference of 2 squares. I'm going to multiply everything by this. Let's see if you can follow my work. Let's see if I can do my work correctly. Do you agree with my work? Hey, look who's here!
Nobody knows how to drive in the rain.
Oh, I was going to say, what did I do wrong this time?
No.
You know, I only talked about you really badly for a little bit. I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
at least it was only a little bit. Good.
Okay. Hey, does everyone agree with this? If I multiply everything by 2x plus 3, 2x minus 3, the 2x plus 3's cancel. That's where the 2x minus 3 comes from. If I multiply this one, this cancels with the 2x minus 3. That's where the 2x plus 3 comes from. And if I multiply this by this whole thing, the whole thing cancels out. Agree? All right. Let's see. I'm going to get 10x minus 15 plus 8x plus 12 equals 14x plus 3. I don't think my answers can be negative 3/2 and positive 3/2. I think those are the two big no-nos. So combine like terms. So I'm going to get 18x over here minus 3. 14x plus 3. Subtract 14x. Add 3. 6 over 4. 6 over 4 is 3 over 2. If I plug 3 over 2 in right here, or if I plugged it in right here, that's going to give me a 0 in the denominator. So we have no solution to this problem. Am I doing okay? Are you doing okay? All right. How much more do I got? Get that. Okay. Get that. All right. So what I want to do is I'm going to do 8 and 9, and then we'll stop, and then we'll start this back up tomorrow. Good? Okay. So I always liked this when I discovered this. This and this is this factored. And that's kind of nice. So I'm going to multiply everything by this. So I'm going to get 2 equals 1, x minus 2 plus 2, x minus 4. Get rid of the parentheses by distributing. Ten equals 3x. So x equals 10/3. If I plug 10/3 in to any of these zero or any of these x's, it's not going to give me an undefined term, so that's my solution. And then last one, this won't factor anymore, but this will become x plus 1, x minus 1. I'm going to multiply everything by this. So I'm going to get 5x and x plus 1 minus 2 times x squared minus 1 equals 14. Did I do too much right there? Yeah. Where did I get the 6 from on number 8? Minus 8. Oh, dude. Okay, and then if I combine this and this, that should have been a minus 10. And then add 8, so that should be Oh, wait. Add 10. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is just ugly. I'm so sorry. So that's 12. So x equals 4. Oh, Nikes. Oh boy. If that happens, that plugged in there or plugged in there, they give me a 0. So that's not going to work. So no solution. Holy cow. I can't believe, man. Aiden, why do you let me make errors like that? You were supposed to watch out for me today, man. Ah, I'm sorry. Thank you for catching that. Gosh, I'm going back to bed. All right. Did everyone see my error? I'm sorry. I make mistakes a lot. Just ask my wife. My wife really got mad at me this weekend, though. Friday night, she teaches chemistry for engineers for CU. So we go out to dinner with her department. My wife's basically like, don't talk. Okay. Just sit there. Okay. Well, what does CU find out? Oh, you're a teacher at Cherry Creek High School? You teach math there? Yeah. We want to partner with your school. We have a grant. And I'm like, and I'm sitting there going, looking at my wife, and she's like, and I'm like, they talked to me. They want to partner. Their engineering school of engineering wants to partner with Cherry Creek High School, not Cherry Creek School District, Cherry Creek High School. And I'm like trying to think, okay, this sounds great. So I went and told our Mr. Smith, our science coordinator, I said, we might have something really good. So I don't know when it'll happen, but my wife the whole way home, I told you not to talk. They were talking to me. I wasn't going to be a mute. But who knows? It's kind of fun. So 5x squared. Don't worry, I made Cherry Creek High School look good. I said, everybody in my class except for this kid named Cole, unbelievable. I'll say, you're here. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you're here. I'm sorry. You know, it's like, wait till this brace comes off, pal, because you're. I'm just kidding. All right, plus 5x, distribute that. Is my math still okay? It's like, you've been wrong since day one, pal. Okay, well, it happens. Those are like terms. Plus 5x. Let's subtract 14 at the same time. So minus 12 equals 0. Okay, my factoring friends. What do you think? 3x and x. Let's see. I can't have a 3 there. I could have a 4 there. A 3 there. That's 9. Oh, dude. That's going to be plus. It's going to be a minus. I think that's what a factor to. Am I right? No. No, I'm not. Okay, can someone factor this for me? I'm not seeing it off the top of my head. All right, I can't go a 6 here and a 1 here. That's 3x, 18. That's too big. Four here. I did 4 there. 4x. 3 there. Plus. That's 9x minus 4x. It's 5x. Hey, good, I did it right. So x equals 4/3 and x equals -3. I think both those answers work. And I'm done teaching you for today. Okay, so you guys want a lot of homework tonight? Good, I thought you did. All right, 11C. This was 11C, right? Yeah, it was 11C. All right. Let's do 11C. And if I did 1 through 11 odd, would anybody be mad at me on 11C? For those of you who can't count, that's 6 problems. Is that too much? All right, if that's too much, then pick 5. Sound good?